Hi! On one of my Homestuck videos, someone commented and asked me to do a Homestuck God tier quiz, or do one of those quizzes that tells me what my God tier title is. Years ago, me and a friend discussed our God tier titles and decided what we thought each other would be, and my friend said she thought I'd be a page of life. So for years, I've just kind of always considered myself a page of life, but that didn't come from an actual quiz. And I've done a few God tier quizzes in the past, but I don't remember the results I got. So I thought I would do a Homestuck Spurb God tier title quiz, whatever it's called, to find out what my official, decided, actual, real God tier title is, according to this random quiz I found on Google. Okay. First question. Would you be bothered if you got a class of the wrong gender? The wrong gender? No, I don't care. Masculine or feminine, I don't care what class I get. I'd rather have more variety. I think a page is technically a masculine class, but screw that. There's no what's gender. Okay, actual question 1. Where do you spend the most time online doing Homestuck related stuff? If your answer is Tumblr, where do you spend the second most time? Well, my answer is Tumblr. That's definitely the place I do the most Homestuck stuff. What are the other options? MSPA forum, I never really spent a lot of time on there. DeviantArt used to a lot. Homestuck General Master Race, don't know what that is. Homestuck Reddit, not really. Archive of Our Own, I do spend a lot of time on there. Not really active anywhere. Don't use many of those, only Tumblr. Why would someone waste their time obsessing over webcomic? Why would you be doing this quiz if you didn't care about obsessing over it? I mean, Tumblr is definitely where I spend the most time doing Homestuck stuff, but the second most would definitely be Archive of Our Own. There is a lot of very high quality Homestuck fanfic on Archive of Our Own. Would recommend. What, in your opinion, is the greatest way you contribute to the fandom? Discussion and theories about the plot, discussion and theories about characters and relationships, my super awesome fan art, hellacious sweet image manips, things that aren't 2D like fan music, fanfic, Homestuck websites, cosplay, community activities, being a lurker, or making lots of negative contributions. I mean, I've written Homestuck fanfic, I've done Homestuck cosplay, but the thing I've done the most of probably in relation to Homestuck is fan art, so I will go with that. If you don't follow my art blog, it's piratespencilart.tumblr.com. It used to be KK Creates, but I changed it. New URL, new year. Question 3. If you could have any of the below powers in real life, what would you go for? Permanent young adulthood. Ooh, that is tempting. I'm really into the immortality thing. Invisibility. Super smarts. Technopath. That would be cool. Telepathy. Telekinesis. Super speed. Time travel. You can only go backwards. And you age in a pocket dimension. That's too complicated. Social awareness. Flying. Though I love flying, I think permanent young adulthood. I don't want to get old. I'd avoid trauma. Yeah, permanent young adulthood. I am a fan of immortality. If you've watched my roommate's dinner videos, you've heard about me and my immortality things. Okay, question 4. You're bored of browsing the internet constantly. Never. And in a fit of inspiration, decide to make a video game. Learn how to code, make art, compose music, if necessary. What kind of video game do you decide to make? Visual novel or story-based game? Turn-based strategy game, adventure game, RPG, retro-style game, roguelike, game with lots of sandbox or cooperative elements, multiplayer competitive game. You can't answer this question because you can't imagine yourself making anything more complex than click the square to win, the RPG. Gosh, I actually did make a adventure-style game demo thing once, which was really cool. I think I'd like to make a retro-style? Man, which one? An RPG with focus on gameplay and storyline. If I was gonna go all out and actually make a full-on game, I'd want to do that. Gameplay and storyline. These questions and answers are really long. I'm abbreviating them. This is perhaps not the best quiz to do out loud. You're taking a break from your game and browsing the stranger parts of the internet when you come across a link labeled Spurb Beta. You're curious and sleep-deprived enough to download the file without thinking too much about the potential consequences. When you start it up, it turns out to be a working version of Spurb. Do you play it? I was gonna say heck yeah, but do I actually want that? No, because to be honest, there's no way you'd survive. True. Definitely not. The chance of creating a new universe isn't worth it. Yes, because you love the idea of causing the end of the world. Sure, it's not like someone else is gonna play and cause an Armageddon if you don't. You'd only consider it if you knew the world was going to end soon, whether you personally played it or not. No, because you care about your friends and family and probably wouldn't be able to save them all. Okay. Real world, would I want to create the end of the world? No. But come on, if I could be in Spurb, I would definitely want to be in Spurb. So, definitely, yes. You know what? The world's gonna end someday anyways. I want to play a cool video game and be an immortal god and whatnot. Shh. I'm not evil. Regardless of your choice, some other people decide to start their own session dooming the Earth to a meteor apocalypse. Now you have to get some people together to enter the medium. Who would your ideal co-players be? People who are trained for dangerous situations. Soldiers, climbers, survivalists. Doesn't matter if you know them personally or not. No one. You don't trust anyone. Your internet friends, your real life buddies, probably just your best friend or romantic partner. Things are less complicated with only 2 players, and you can beat the game as fast as possible. Your crush. As many people as you can possibly pull in. Best to try to save as many people as possible, even if the game itself becomes a chaotic mess. I'd want my internet friends and my real life friends. Everybody. Everyone who I know who likes Homestuck. I just go with as many people as possible. Everyone can come with me. We're gonna have a giant session. Go to the Squiddles 48-person session or whatever it was. Quick, you need to prototype and you're running out of time. What do you throw into the kernel sprite? Your dead pet. The remains of a loved one. Yourself. Man, I want to be a sprite. I think I'm gonna go with yourself. A video game. Your favorite book. Ooh. I want to meet my favorite character. A tissue. Take that, Hims. The most deadly, powerful looking thing around. Your co-players can't deal with it. Nothing. You'll let your co-player choose what to prototype. Nothing, because you're not prototyping pre-medium at all. Porn. I'm gonna go with favorite book, TV show, anime. I want to meet my favorite characters, even if it causes the end of the world. This is just showing how much I don't value the world versus my hobbies. I like that this quiz is like a story. It's like, not just like questions, it's like, these things are happening and what would you do? Right before you enter, you start thinking about where you're gonna end up. What do you hope your land is like? A water world, full of rocky islands and buried treasure. Something natural and quiet, free of cities and ruins, with only a few small NPC villages. Covered in active cities full of crazy amphibious NPCs. A world of ruins begging to be explored, full of weird riddles and puzzles. Riddles and puzzles. I could talk. Trippy neon rainbow world, weirder is better. A dangerous world, full of traps that you can use to your advantage. You really don't care, as long as it doesn't immediately start trying to kill you. I'm gonna go with that one. I would prefer the world itself not killing me. Congratulations, you're in! What are you gonna do now once you've grabbed a weapon and beat a few imps for experience? Alchemize some rad weapons to beat up larger enemies. Ignore the normal game for a while and fly out to Durst Prospect. Open your computer and build everything. Leaving your house to explore your new land. Grabbing your favorite games and shows and alchemizing as much cool stuff from them as possible. Setting up your house's defenses and alchemizing practical stuff. Experimenting with alchemizing to see if you can figure out how to game the punch card system for alchemy for OP items. Grab my favorite games and shows and alchemize as much cool stuff as possible. You bet I'm gonna be making all the Homestuck and One Piece and Full Metal Alchemist weapons I can. Gosh, oh, this is a very long quiz. I hope you guys buckled in. You reach your first gate and you find yourself in a village full of insert favorite color here, colored insert favorite amphibious reptiles here. You realize that these are your clan's consorts. What do? Okay, favorite color purple, favorite amphibious reptile would be turtle. Turtle? I like turtles. Purple turtles. Become their emperor. Leave them alone for the most part. Try befriending them. Go straight to business and try to see if they have awesome items. Talk with them for a while to learn about your land, session, geography, and mythos. Start recruiting them as members for your secret council. Start killing the bastards before they kill you back. No, I want to talk to them. I want to find out the myths of my session. You're traveling your planet, searching for your second gate. You can see it up ahead when a beefy prospician, armed with a pair of brass knuckles and a fancy hat, blocks your path. He looks angry. What do? Try to talk things over with him. You could take this guy, even though you just started. It's not like he's the final boss or anything. Back away and find another route. Better just play things safe. Try to run past him. You're fast enough. Bribe him with whatever non-essential stuff you have. Summon your sprite and tell him to act as a diversion while you sneak past. I'm gonna back away and find another route. I'm not super confrontational. Things that could kill me. You and your teammate both have different plots for how to deal with the Dershan royalty. Your teammate is convinced that their plan is absolutely perfect while you think it's horrible and stands at least a 90% of resulting in one of your deaths. You told your teammate why their plan is flawed, but they just try to change the subject and talk about why they don't like your plan. They've announced they're about to go to sleep and put the first part of their plan to action. How do you respond? Stop them with force if need be. Let them do what they like or refuse to help. Help out with their plan. Maybe you were wrong in thinking their plan was shitty, and helping them would be less dangerous than letting them execute their plan solo. Keep trying to reason with them. Don't use force. Call on the rest of your team for support. Appear to let them do what they want, but sabotage their plan. Command them to stop with your leaderly authority. I think I'd call in the rest of the team. I said I was going to pull in as many people as possible, so I'm going to have a lot of people. We can, set up a debate. While doing some late game grinding, you stop to rest inside a cave. Despite a normal exterior, you discover an interior more akin to a Victorian-era home. Seated at a desk in front of you is a white horseman with no facial features and a green bow tie. The horseman has a series of telepathic nays and whinnies, which you immediately understand to be a proposition. The horse will grant you incredible powers, among them super strength, super speed, regeneration, and glowy skin, on the condition that if you accept your teammate's sprites will instantly die. As you comprehend the gravity of the situation, it laughs very evilly, a horsey laugh. At least you think it was evil. Why would an evil horse laugh even sound like? And more importantly, do you make a deal with the equine devil? I mean, I want glowy skin, but I don't trust that bad horse. Yep, they'll know it was you and you get bitchin' power. They'll never know it was you and you get bitchin' powers. No, you don't trust that bad horse to keep his word. No, no one has the right to make that kind of decision. Yes, because you're pretty sure you'll benefit the team more with your superpowers. No, because those powers don't really seem worth it. Yes, making a deal with the devil for demonic superpowers is awesome. You can't decide and leave the glowy pony, deciding to tell your teammates. Maybe I'd tell my teammates, be like, guys, what do you think about the glowy demon horse? You're now much higher leveled, with only a bit of preparation and training left to do in your co-player's land before you can face your denizen. But before you know it, an incredibly contrived situation unfolds before you. Your favorite Homestuck kid/troll bursts through an intersession portal, badly wounded, making a last stand against furious horror terrors pouring in after them. At the same time, you see your co-player's house off in the distance being assaulted by high-level enemies. You know they're inside and their dream self is dead. You only have enough time to save one of them. Who do you save? Your favorite character. You might miss your co-player, but the amount you gain from having a high-level void-hopping buddy on your side is much greater than you lose from your teammate die. Your co-player, of course, they're your friend and you wouldn't let them die. Your co-player, you'll lose the game without them, and Homestuck out of nowhere seems too convenient a distraction for it not to be a trap. Your favorite character, you could never let them die in front of you. Your favorite character, because your teammates are tools anyways and you don't care if they die. Your teammate, because to be honest, as much as you like them, your favorite Homestuck character is kind of an ass. Let them both die and loot their corpses. You can't accept a 0% survival rate and try to save them both, albeit with drastically reduced likelihood of survival. Each has a 1 in 3 chance of survival, calculated independently of the other. I'd try to save both. Probably fail, but I would try to save both because you bet I'd try to save my favorite character if Tavros fell through a portal, and I don't want my friend to die. God, these answers are long. These questions are long. I picked a bad quiz. Oh, we're on the last one. Okay. You meet your denizen and stop the reckoning. Now that you've made a new universe and achieved godhood, you're kind of bored and decide to mess around a bit. Though mysterious shenanigans involving a Syndicator, a pumpkin, and 2311 piece of artifact grace, you manage to temporarily become Andrew Hussey himself. You have total control over the comic for one day and inherit all of Andrew Hussey's artistic ability. What do? Kill off all the characters you don't like. Don't do anything. It's too much power for a mere immortal god to hold. Your OTP is now canon forever. Ignore Homestuck and create your greatest masterpiece, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff the Musical. Write some pesterogs between some characters that didn't get enough development or never really got to talk to each other. Plot time! Time to make that one idea/theory that you couldn't get out of your head become glorious canon. Make the most gorgeous eye candy flash you possibly can in only 24 hours. Declare Homestuck officially over forever. Ending Humanimals was the biggest mistake you ever made as an artist. Ignore Homestuck for the rest of the day and spend Ryan North's money on overpriced food and hookers. Of course I'd be spending my money on Ryan North's money. Blah, blah, blah. That last one. I'd let Hussey take care of Homestuck, you know, he's probably better at writing it than I am, but I would really like to spend Ryan North's credit card. I just love the Hussey Ryan North credit card story thing. You don't know about the time Andrew Hussey and Ryan North exchanged credit cards and spent money on each other's credit cards, that you should Google it. Okay, that was 15 really long questions. Let's see what my god tier title is. I'm a mage of breath. That's great. I'm glad I'm something of breath. Little is known about mages, other than that they use magical powers, hence the name mage, yeah. Breath players can manipulate the flow of wind. They tend to be very earnest heroes, though they benefit from helpful companions. If you like this quiz, feel free to blah blah. Mage of breath. I am pleased with this result. I really love breath heroes. John and Tavros are like 2 of my favorite characters in all of Homestuck. And mages are pretty cool. I like magic, I like Harry Potter, I like wizards, I like magic. So I guess this is my official, technically according to this really, really long-winded quiz, god tier. I'm a mage of breath. So I guess I'm either a page of life or a mage of breath, which, if you combine them, would be a page of breath, which would be Tavros, which is pretty accurate. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that quiz. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description if you want to do it too, and figure out what your god tier title would be. And if you do the quiz or you've done it or a different quiz before, let me know in the comments. What is your god tier? I want to know. I want to know everyone's god tiers, and I want to know what you think. And if you think I seem more like a page of life, or seem more like a mage of breath, or something else. If you want to see more videos like this, then like this video and subscribe. I make videos about Homestuck and video games and anime and all kinds of stuff. Thanks for watching. Also, look, I have a little Toby Fox dog.